Hello, everybody out there. I hope you can see and hear me. You have to excuse my dogs barking and the kids watching Moana. So I wanted to come to you guys today to share a little bit of excitement with you all. So Tracy and I, with our business Universal Balance, we're going to be at an upcoming Climate Fest here in Pittsburgh called the Climate Carnival. And that is on May 13th from 12 to 8. There's going to be a lot of workshops, lectures, an open air market, live music, sustainable spirits, food trucks, and a kids corner. And it's going to be off of Lorax Lane at the plant here in Pittsburgh. So I wanted to come to you guys today and just share a lot of the excitement that I have around green cleaners and using essential oils to make green cleaners. So for the remainder of this week and then next week leading into the Climate Fest, I'm going to keep giving you guys more and more good stuff for you to incorporate at home to help the environment and help protect yourselves from harsh, nasty chemicals that are in cleaning ingredients. Thank you, Ayla. So the first tip that I want to give you guys for this particular video is in regards to fabric softeners. A lot of us use that when we're drying our clothes in the dryer. And I wanted to hit on a couple nasty chemicals that are in fabric softeners. So the first one are called QUATs, Q-U-A-T-S, so quaternary ammonium compounds. And the most common one that you'll see on the label is something called diethyl ester dimethyl ammonium chloride. It's a mouthful. Anyways, it's synthetic and it's derived from palm oil. And in fabric softeners, it's used as a catatonic softener. So it's like to reduce static and to make your clothes feel, quote unquote, nice and soft. And they do that by emulsifying and settling in the fabric. So you're literally walking around all day with synthetic aluminum salts rubbing on your skin and being absorbed by the pores on your skin and getting into your body. And so why is that problematic? Well, it's an irritant. That's why a lot of people have allergies, have allergic reactions after their skin comes in contact with fabrics that have those salts in them. They're also known to cause occupational asthma in people that work in cleaning professions. They've also done studies and found indications that there are potential genetic and adverse genetic issues that come up in the reproductive system as well when you're exposed to these particular salts. And the other big issue with these salts is that they are antimicrobials. And so in using them with doing laundry, because they're in other commercial cleaning products as well and detergents, we're all contributing to this superbug that is slowly developing resistance to any antibiotics that we have, and so we're doing our part in contributing to that. So that's why we want to stay away from fabric softeners and especially those QUATs. So another thing that is in fabric softener are fragrance chemicals, right? And so these have been known to trigger migraines, allergic reactions, just respiratory distress, asthmatic symptoms, dermatitis. And, you know, synthetic fragrances in studies, they've found them to be suspected endocrine disruptors that mimic or interfere with your hormone function. And what is endocrine? Well, that's a system in your body that, you know, controls your hormones. It like regulates, keeps your body in a state of homeostasis. And when you start messing with your endocrine system, your hormones, all kind of things just get out of whack, and it's really not good for the body. So those synthetic fragrances make their way in and can do harm to that system by mimicking or interfering with your hormone function in your body. Also, lumped within the fragrance chemicals are these things called phthalates, and they're actually not even listed on the labels most of the time because they're called the fragrance or the parfum. So it's not fancy fabric softener you're getting because it's parfum or fragrance. It's actually like a boatload of undisclosed various yucky scent chemicals that are all mixed together that are put into the products that you're using, and you don't know what it is. It's just a mixture of yucky stuff. And phthalates in particular, when they've done testing on cosmetic products and fabric softeners, they've found phthalates, thank you, in them. And these guys are really nasty actors. You know, they're responsible, well, it's believed, based on studies, it's been suspected that they decrease and damage sperm in men. So there's a reproductive impact associated with that. So you can check out EWG, Environmental Working Group. They do a really great job of telling you, breaking down what the chemicals are, the risk associated with them. They do really nice bibliography citations and references to papers. And also they will rate products on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least concern, 10 being the most concerned, as far as chemical exposure and everything goes with products. So check out ewg.org. And here are 3 tips for, well, 3 products that you can use in your home in lieu of fabric softeners. So the first one is going to be dryer balls. They're wool, they're awesome. Whole Foods, I believe, has them. Amazon, you can get a whole pack of them with a few drops. I love Purify. I always talk about Purify, but I use it as my fabric softener. So dropping maybe like 4 or 5 drops, tossing the ball in the dryer, works wonders. And the wool dryer balls actually help dry your clothes faster. And if you can use wool, I highly recommend using the wool, guys. Another option is to make your own fabric softener with a little bit of white vinegar and maybe like 4 drops of oil in here, and just fill up your fabric softener compartment that's on or in your washer, and during the rinse cycle it'll disperse the vinegar, and your clothes won't stink or smell like vinegar, but it'll disperse it and it'll help with softening the clothes and reducing static. Also, another little guy here, you can make your own fabric softener with Epsom salt, and you'll add this to your wash and your clothes will be softened in the wash. So for medium to large loads, I usually use like half a cup. Smaller loads, you only need like 1/4 of a cup, and you can put whatever oil scent that you want to put in the liquid softener vinegar or the Epsom salt. So I hope you guys found these tips useful. Enjoy, share, like, so we can all do our part to protect ourselves and the environment. Thanks, guys.